Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Union Station and CAA's Charge into Winter Driving event. My name is Tony Tai. I am the Assistant Vice President of Corporate Communications for CAA South Central Ontario. And we're here today at Union Station as commuters make their way to work to mark the beginning of the winter driving season. When you drive your car to work or to the GO station to come to the city, preparing for a cold winter day, cold winter conditions, it's an essential part of staying safe on the roads. Often winter driving is focused on ensuring that our winter tires have been installed and that you have a stocked emergency kit. These are important elements in staying safe on the road. However, they're not the only things motorists should be thinking about. Drivers should also check their brakes, their wipers, fluids, and most importantly, their car batteries. Car batteries are often not top of mind when it comes to car maintenance and winter readiness. In fact, we surveyed our members and found that while a majority of members will take care of their cars and take their cars in for winter pre-maintenance, less than 1/4 plan to test their car battery. And why is that important? Well, in recent years, battery-related calls at CAA have increased by 25% across South Central Ontario. But battery failures are avoidable. No one wants the inconvenience of waking up in the morning and being late to work because their car wouldn't start, or worse, being stuck in a parking lot because their car battery failed to start after a cold winter morning and a day of shopping. As an organization focused on keeping members safe, we want to reduce the number of avoidable battery failures. We're here today to educate consumers and commuters and encourage drivers to get their battery tested before the winter season. The average car battery lasts about 3 to 5 years, and even a fully charged battery can lose its charge when temperatures dip below 0 degrees Celsius. Modern car entertainment and navigation systems have increased demands on car batteries, and extreme temperatures in the summer also may shorten the battery life of a car. Many people don't know when they should check their car battery, and the majority of members we surveyed do not feel confident that they know enough about their car battery health. Including battery health and regular checks in your maintenance regime is the best way to ensure that your car makes it through the winter. So how do you know if your battery may need to be replaced? Well, there are a few tips that we want to share. Number one, if your vehicle starts to crank when you're trying to start, or if you hear grinding, clicking, or buzzing noises when you turn on the ignition, if your vehicle has ever stalled, or if your vehicle's headlights dim while it's on idle, but brighten up when you start to rev the engine. Those are signs that your battery may be failing, and it's best to get your batteries checked and possibly replaced. Now, if you do find yourself in need of a boost, please be careful and do not try boosting the car battery yourself. Incorrect boosting procedures may cause damaging surges to your car's electrical systems. And while the battery itself may be damaged, it can be easily replaced. Your car's computer systems cannot. Battery checks can range from $30 to $50 at automotive facilities across Ontario. However, we're happy to share that if you are a CAA member, you can use one of your 4 calls and have a registered and trained CAA battery service technician come to you and check your batteries. Safe winter driving starts with having good pre-winter car maintenance, and that should always include testing your car battery. Now is the time to plan ahead. Make sure you have your winter tires safely installed, check your car battery, top up your fluids, and fully stock your emergency kit. These simple actions will provide peace of mind, and so you can focus on the road and stay safe this winter. And now, for more on staying safe on the roads, I'd like to introduce Sergeant Brett Moore, Traffic Services at Toronto Police Service.
Thanks very much. Definitely good tips from our partners at CAA to get your winter started off right. As said, I'm Brett Moore. I work at Traffic Services with the Toronto Police. It is my pleasure to be included in this event to say a few words in support of a worthwhile cause and information for our motoring public. It is definitely an important issue. I definitely want to thank the CAA for their continued leadership and partnership to improve and inform, mainly about road safety. Really, these events that we're here today at Union Station is a great example of how professional partnerships Road safety advocates, the police, our friends here at the media, work together to raise awareness about causes that are really important and affect road safety here in Toronto and across the GTHA. We're at Union Station, of course, one of the largest commuter hubs in the country. What I think is this location might seem like an odd spot to have a road safety message, but really it's well suited. Most people start their day somewhere other than Union Station, and that means they likely got to where they were going, whether it be a train station, a carpooling lot, in a motor vehicle. And so it's really unique to find the commuters here in Toronto and large urban centres. They can find themselves as really multimodal. A motorist, a pedestrian during their day, they could be a cyclist, and they get around in multiple different ways. So the message is important and the location is great. Really, the message and the reason why I'm here is to get one question out to our motorists. One real important question is, are you ready for winter driving? Both yourself, are you ready and prepared, and is your vehicle ready and prepared to meet the challenges of winter driving on Ontario roads? For many, we saw winter, maybe you got the first taste of it this past weekend, with maybe there's some snow on the ground, some cooler temperatures. So I really want to encourage and use that maybe forewarning to get your vehicle and yourself ready moving forward now from this point forward. We know, experienced drivers know that winter driving is nothing like driving on sort of the perfect road conditions of the summer. They change quickly without really a lot of warning, and you can find yourself in the middle of a snowstorm where moments before it was sunny and clear. So what can you do to get yourself personally not responsible, but personally ready for winter driving? Get familiar with your motor vehicle. If you're a new driver, you haven't experienced the challenges of winter driving, or maybe you find yourself driving a different vehicle this winter than you did last. So really understand and get yourself prepared by practicing. You know, the saying is practice makes perfect, and it also applies to winter driving. The first time that you get on our winter roads, hopefully it's not the first time that you've experienced the loss of traction or the different awareness and level of confidence that you need to be a driver on our roadways. Are you ready to leave more time? Honestly, leave more time in the morning to get to where you're going. Are you ready to slow down? We know these things are critically important when it comes to winter driving, but too often folks are traveling too fast for the road conditions, following too closely, and these things we're going to be really encouraging folks this winter with the help of CAA and our media partners to really promise and challenge yourself to do those things. Is your cell phone charged? We know that just about it is almost everybody has a phone in their pocket, and when they're in their vehicles. Don't leave your house with a half charge or an empty cell phone, because if something happens, you're going to require that to get some assistance for yourself. And make sure your vehicle, the old saying holds true, lots of fuel in your vehicle. If something happens and you lose contact with the roadway and find yourself stranded before you can get some assistance from a tow truck, you're going to want to stay warm and leave that vehicle idling for a while to get you through that period of time. Is your vehicle ready? Do you use snow tires? Not everybody does, but if you do, are they on? That's the first thing. And if they are on, who put them on for you? If you did it yourself, nothing wrong with doing some work on the driveway, but tire off, wheel off situations in Ontario are still over prevalent. So if you've put your snow tires on, make sure they were done in a safe way, and that the lug nuts are really reinforced, and that you've double checked them before you hit the roads. Mechanics of a motor vehicle are critically important. We heard about the battery and some other issues, fluids, maintenance, all those things, the wiper blades. Please, this is the weekend to get out there and check to make sure your car is ready, your vehicles are ready for the inevitable snow that's going to hit us this winter. Being ready won't guarantee an event-free winter, but it will certainly help you, and will help you be in a way better position to handle a challenging situation should you find yourself in one. Being ready also makes you a safer driver for our vulnerable road users on our roads. Being ready, you're going to be more aware of your surroundings. You're going to be way less distracted. You're going to be going a lot slower on our roads, which we know equates to a lot safer environment for vulnerable road users, our pedestrians, seniors, and cyclists. Most people don't like winter driving, but being ready for it, you're going to have the confidence needed to be safer on our roads. So I appreciate the opportunity to be able to say a few words, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergeant Bretmore. We're here, we can take some questions if anyone has any. Happy to, yes.
Just because you said calls are up 25% over the last 3 years?
Battery-related calls are up 25% over the last 3 years. That's correct.
What do you think people just aren't testing enough, they're not paying enough attention?
Well, I think people aren't necessarily aware about how healthy their batteries are. And as we said, we've been seeing more extreme fluctuations in weather. So really hot summers mixed with cold winters, they tend to have a drain on your batteries. And I think most people don't realize that the average car battery doesn't last nearly as long because of those factors, the entertainment systems, cold weather. All right, thank you everyone for coming. Get your batteries checked, tires checked, and be winter.